Gavin Newsom and some of these national leaders on the Democratic Party, 'cause they talk about it as if ICE agents are literally going around kidnapping innocents and holding them hostage, torture, all the stuff, that it's this barbaric thing that's occurring, that everyone's being treated in barbaric ways, and that it's an authoritarian, illegal act that's going on, and that people need to resist and fight back. Well, this is what resisting and fighting back looks like. If you're encouraging people that you as an elected member of our government, you're powerless to stop this out of control authoritarian regime from doing this, what is an illegal act, you're powerless to stop it. People need to rise up and stop it. Well, you never call to violence, but that sure sounds like a call to violence. And the problem with that too is you don't even get to, because you get into like crazy hyperbole and essentially call to violence, you can't discuss the actual problems with what they're doing. The lack of identification and covering the face and all that's problematic. I understand that they don't want to get doxxed, because that's what would happen. Their houses would be burnt down, obviously, which also, speaks to the direction that the amount of fear that people feel about politics. It pretty much comes in one direction. There's like groups that'll get afraid, like Hispanics or LGBT will feel afraid by someone's politics. Like, oh, this is gonna, it's gonna make people feel more bold about saying racist things or acting racist, or But it's one of those. If you drill down and you go, can you give me an example of something that has happened that you're worried is going to happen more? They go, no, it's just, I don't know. It just feels, I feel uncomfortable that these sorts of things could start happening. And you go, okay, I'm fine. Policies that give you pause. But people actually damaging property, people actually trying to ruin people's lives before the Charlie Kirk murder, because obviously anybody that posted a video online, they were quick to try and find who those people worked for or went to school at and said, hey, look what your employee doing. But outside of that, like the people who have been doing the doxing, the ruining lives, the violence, the property damage, it has all been on the left. No one got a Biden or a Kamala bumper sticker and said, I'm afraid to put this on my vehicle because I'm afraid my car is going to get keyed. I'm afraid someone's going to break my window or set my car on fire. I'm afraid of putting a Biden or Kamala sign in my front yard because I don't want someone to vandalize my house or, do something horrible. But I can think of tons of people that I know personally who have, had these sorts of thoughts where they go, it's just not worth it, man. It's just, and that's people just normal, non-political in a presidential year saying like, I want to vote for, I want to vote for Trump. So I'm going to put a Trump thing on. They go, like I know what will happen. An angry person on the left might attack me, wear a MAGA hat in public. Someone might attack me at a Home Depot or on an airplane and there's videos of it left and right. You see it. Granted, it's not the majority of the people, thankfully, but most of the rage directed at normal people who are not actually involved in anything has been coming from the left, and it's undeniable.
Like going out of their way.
Yeah. Going out of their way. It's one thing to say, I don't know, someone yells, they put FJB on their truck or something like that. Screw that guy. Like, whatever, but I'm talking about like going out of their way to pick a fight with somebody, to steal their property, to break their property, to, however far one wants to go, and then of course the people trying to break in and like kill Brett Kavanaugh, kill Donald Trump. There was the whole, the Bernie bro, or he wasn't a Bernie bro, he was an old guy. He was crazy, but he shot up that whole Republican softball team. and killed. Just forgot her name, but like killed somebody and then injured somebody pretty badly. I think that was one. Anyway, but still, like it was one of those things. It was as the shooter was shooting or running away or something, he was screaming something about health insurance, Medicare for all. It's something very on brand for a Bernie supporter. And this happens a lot. And now, after the Charlie Kirk assassination, the murder, people are bringing it up more. They didn't really bring it up after two people tried to shoot Donald Trump. One got his ear, one got caught. That one who got caught, who was representing himself in court in Fort Pierce. He was just found guilty.
Yeah.
And he tried to stab himself in the throat with a pen.
The court drawer.
The court illustrator drew it, which is, illustrator's like, I don't know, he looks pretty sad. Oh, that's a good girl. Get my charcoal pencils out. But the kid, the sniper kid that actually got the ear, we hear very little about him. They go, well, he did donate to this party once, and then he switched to that party, and you go, okay, like I don't, who knows? But I mean, really, who knows? We don't know anything about old Thomas Crooks. But anyway, so after that, people weren't really driving home the point of left-wing violence. And even throughout the George Floyd riots, the mostly peaceful protests that were centered around love, that most people, there were the actual peaceful protests, and there's people from different stripes that would show up to say, whatever, like Black Lives Matter or whatever it was that they were saying those things. But then there's the riots of burning stuff to the ground, taking over city blocks, just destroying businesses. And those are not right-wing people out there. So it's been an ongoing problem, and you can't, of course, lump everybody who votes Democrat into the problem. Of course not. But at some point, so, the politicians need to stop being so hyperbolic. They have to stop talking like everything's the end of the world, and they're going to literally enslave you or kill you. Here's the news, guys. That's the part of the government, Republicans and Democrats, they want to control your lives. The solution is make the government as small as possible. Okay. They probably don't want to murder you because that's inconvenient, and they can't steal your money if they kill you. So most politicians, I'd say all politicians, probably don't want you dead. They probably want to slowly drain you of your resources for the rest of your life while they live in posh places. I think that's pretty fair. So at some point, especially like this, because during the first Trump term, you had people like Maxine Waters saying if you see like a Republican politician at a restaurant, don't let them have a peaceful.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, it's like don't let them eat peacefully. Yell at them, get in their face, do all that. Basically encouraging people to go out and assault elected members, like literally assault them. And this has been going on. It's been going for too long, and now that's being brought up. There's pushback of like, oh, it's so irresponsible to say this. It's like, well, maybe it does need to be said. Maybe it needs to be said over and over again until things get a little more relaxed.